of the things about West Concord, which is really wonderful, is it's a one-stop shopping type of place. You can come into West Concord and get just about anything you need, within walking distance. Natural foods, alcohol, go to the post office. You can hit the 5 and 10 and get something. You can go to Judy's or Tea Cakes and get a muffin, and go home, and you're done. You don't have to go anywhere else if you don't want to. You don't have to go to the mall.
One of the reasons why I love West Concord is, and it's made such development in the last 15, 16 years, is people shop local. And it's like a little community, and a lot of people don't like to shop at the big department stores, Home Depot and whatnot, and Specialty Craftsmen of Concord send their clients in here. We have a great connection with Phillips Fine Paint and Wallpaper and Carolyn's Pecans. We had any recyclable shipping material we give to them. Just trying to keep it all in the family.
If you go to a local store, you can't find something, you'll ask them, if they stock it, if they know where we can find it, and they're very receptive in trying to find something for you.
I do business with the other businesses. I go to the 5 and Dime. I buy a lot of supplies there, actually. Although it would be cheaper for me. It's interesting to buy my supplies through my supplier, but it's convenient. I buy buttons from them, threads, tape, all associated with what I'm doing here. And also, I like to go to the pizza shop out there. Matter of fact, I just had lunch there before you came in.
Have you gone for your ribs yet?
No, not yet. I need to visit Slowpokes in West Concord.
And that's what's so wonderful about being here. I mean, it's not the prettiest location, as we know, but for producing what I produce, what the upholstery people do, what the other upholstery, the candy makers, it's a wonderful place.
Last year, I really deliberately thought about it, and I did not buy any gift for anybody at the holidays outside of town. I really shop completely locally. A number of us go to the thrift shop. Phillips Paint provided all the paint for our building. We all go to the 5 and 10. Our accountant gets her dog groomed across the street. We had 2 of our staff who just got married, so I bought wedding gifts at the Gatehouse and at Noah for them. And yes, it goes on and on.
Deborah's has been a great space, a great business for us to have right near us in lots of different ways. And other businesses, as much as possible, we support. My kids love the 5 and 10. My wife goes to Sue at Maximum Inch across the street on a regular basis. So we love to support the business around here. I love the feeling of West Concord.
I think your feel of the small village is correct. I mean, we try to work together in promoting everybody. Do you have this? No, but you can find it over there. Go next door to the Natural Gourmet; they'll have it. It's a function of try to keep everybody supported within the village. Yes, we refer them out of town if it's obvious that nobody here has it, but we try to keep the business in town.
There's an amazing number of small business people don't even know about here. And some of these back behind the scenes places, Ford Street and here, some great stuff. So it'd be a shame if that disappeared.
Oh yes, the 5 and 10. I go to Deborah's. I go to the Quilter's Way. I go to Phillips Paint and Wallpaper. I go to Sue Next Door. And Walden Italian Kitchen, yes. Oh, yes, Club Car Cafe and West Concord Supermarket.
If you're in this area on Bradford Street, it would just amaze you to walk in and out of these buildings and see what's going on here. I don't think most people in Concord don't really know that there's someone who makes toys and someone who makes tea and a beverage company, and there are artists, and then there's a furniture maker, and there's a graphic designer, and I think everyone is working hard to make a living, but in really different ways, and everyone seems friendly here. So it's a nice little part of town.
When I need something, anything, I go to the 5 and Dime. They have everything, it seems. It's great. It's a great little resource. I mean, that's what I liked about here. It used to be Phillips Hardware. It used to be more comprehensive hardware store. Sadly, it's not, but they still have a lot of paint. And the post office, the bank, and you walk, and it's perfect.
Up and down this whole little range of businesses, we use all of them. We've worked with the blacksmith back here on Beharrell Street. We've worked with some of the other food companies. We have bought at different times some of their products and sold them through the bakery. And there's a shoe repair store on Main Street that I've used. I've gotten my hair cut at several different places in town. The Five and Dime has been a mainstay forever for us. Deborah's Natural Gourmet is really a treasure. Twin Seafoods is a great place. The West Concord Market is a great place. There's a boutique wine shop up on Main Street next to Tea Cakes that we've gone to. It's really, I would venture to say almost every one of the businesses around here we've had some interaction with, either socially, commercially, or on some personal basis.
But there are so many small businesses here, and my worry is that if too much land ends up in developers' hands, is there a way of getting the developers
to come on
board to preserve the small businesses, or is it going to get too expensive for them?
Well, but also look at some of the developers. I know there's a great anti-development feel in town. I know there's a preserve the building at any cost type of feel in town. But some of the developers are Concord residents too, and I have to believe that they want the town they live in to be the best they can make it. So I see it as a partnership. I know that there are many people who see it as us against them, and I don't agree with that. I really think if we believe it's a partnership and we work that way and we know what we want, that's great.
Let's face it, when people who live in this area, they don't know what's back here. No one's venturing back here to say, I wonder what's going on in that building. Most part, people that live in this town, they don't realize what goes on. And I think that's true in most all towns. So this is a wonderful way to show the folks that vote, the folks that will make the difference, that there are people here with families that are trying to make money and get along and contribute to the community, do our shopping, our work here, for the good of the community.
And as a resident, it's very tough. You want to have convenience. You want, obviously, in West Concord, you want the convenience stores. But when great little corner stores or mom and pop stores, independent stores are leaving, suddenly everybody's up in arms. Why did they leave and what happened?
And it's too late.
It's too late. But hopefully the West Concord Task Force in conjunction or in combination with the town and with the Chamber of Commerce are trying to sort of massage all of that and sort of create a nice future for West Concord.
And I think it's important. We need to remind people, yes, there's the bigger stores and they can do so much for us at a lower cost, but there's also the tiny stores that have been here all along and who care about the town, who've tried to beautify it when we were turning around and beautifying West Concord, and they've done a wonderful job, and now they need the people's help. Come shop here, come local. And I think that's so important. You know, these small towns will not exist if we don't shop local.
When I was growing up, Concord Center was all small businesses. We did all of our shopping, all of our clothes shopping in Concord Center. And now, look what's happened. It's all banks, and you know, the real estate is so expensive. Galleries, sort of, you know, unusable stuff for the people who live here.
I mean, it is a different area. I mean, it's just not the same as Concord Center. I mean, you walk down the street here to tea cakes and wave to 50 people on the way by. In Concord Center, you might not know anybody.
What if the rents do go up?
This is affordable.
This is affordable.
You know, and if they go up even 10%, it would mean that I would have to find another spot. You know, a lot of people in my situation would work out of their homes, you know, in order to save money. I happen to be one of those people that it's not a good idea for me to be home. I don't find as I'm productive, and I think that that's one of the good things about being in a building like this, is that there are other sole proprietors. And you know, the sounds, you know, the hammering and the companionship of people, other sole proprietors, does influence your productivity. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to work.
It is really important that a scenario is set up where, like, a community can survive as a whole and not just in little pieces. And you know, that's, I mean, it certainly feels that way. West Concord is less expensive than even that area around the depot, and certainly less expensive than downtown. But there is much more of a diversity of cost of real estate in this area, so that there seems to be a place where everyone can land.
You know, the character of the people and the character of the place is the thing that we have to be careful to preserve as we develop West Concord. As others come in and want to develop West Concord, it would be a mistake to let people chase the dollar and neglect the character of this place, because it's a special place.
Character is it's a subjective thing. Really, you can't describe it. I mean, the character of our store is friendly, old-fashioned, down to earth. I don't know. Character is a tough word.
You just hit it.